So let me repeat again. Just let me repeat whether it is recording or not. Yes, it's recording. So you send the same resume to everywhere. You have one resume, you update it in say 6 months, and you send the same resume to every job opportunity you can find on LinkedIn or internet or in the anywhere you find, right? So if they are asking for a manager level, then if you are manager level, you have a manager level resume. That is obvious, right? So you cannot send like say executive level resume to somebody. So you have that common sense to update your resume according to this manager level position, and you send. But what have you sent? You have sent something which is not synchronous with that particular profile. The first thing is you send the same resume to every opportunity you find. The second is when you don't send. Many of my clients, even senior people, they say the job asked for the resume only, so they have given the resume only. They haven't sent any cover letter. Second thing is the cover letter, right, where you will write how you are going to be useful to them, right? And the third thing is when there are two job markets in this world, right? One is published job market, another is the unpublished job market. Published job market is just 10% of the entire job available. 90% of jobs are not seen. They are nowhere to be seen. How do you know? Because they are not published. So, but those jobs are there. How do you know those jobs are there which are not published? That is your prerogative, right? To find out if you are tracking an organization since last 3 to 4 years, because those are your dream organizations, right? You dream that you will work in those organizations someday. Do you not? So if those are your dream organization, you should be following those organizations last 3 to 4 years as to how they are growing, how they are faring, what is happening to the employees in that particular organization. There is Glassdoor reviews, so you can read through. Quora, you can ask. Internet, you can anyways go to their websites and check, right? And from time to time they publish some job. Again, those will be 10% of the entire job, mind you. 90% of the job they do not publish because of two reasons. The first reason is they already have somebody in mind, so they hire. That is very senior level. Sorry. And the second thing is they do not publish because they do not know their own requirement. How that is possible? Is it not very surprising for you? Did you know that this also happens? I am the example of such a scenario. I didn't know about this unpublished job market, but my entire life it so happened, and 34 years of experience I have. It is not new, and it happened by accident that I went to some organization. I started asking them questions because of certain situation. No, the situation in my life was such that I had to go and talk to the senior most person, and while talking to him, I came to know about what projects they have, how they are doing, where they are not able to do much, where they want to do, all these things, right? And then I projected myself as the candidate. If you give me this job, then I can do this thing for you. My entire life was like that. So if you want to know several situations how I got into job, then you have to come to my webinar also and also attend to this FB live also, because time to time we will covering, that is what we will be covering majorly. So now how can you do? So as I was saying, you should be tracking your dream companies. So the first thing I ask is, and many clients of me, they are saying what absurd questions he is asking. So because you want to get into some companies and not one of them, you have 10 to 15 companies in your mind, right? Those you aspire to get into someday. So list out those 15 companies, right? And track them as much as you can. How can you track? You go to their website. That is very easy nowadays. Everybody has a website, and you can start commenting there, right? That is the first thing you can do. Are you able to see me? This is frozen. So anyways, so you can start following them. You can start reading whatever is available. Balance sheet is available for many of the companies in the public domain, to know their finance, their business, whatever work they are doing, the number of the projects they are doing, whatever work they are doing. You can just analyze a bit of their data, so that you become confident about these organizations. So when you have to go for an interview, you know enough. They will be surprised by your knowledge. Many of the things the company doesn't know, the employees do not know themselves, because there are several people handling several departments, right? Several subjects. Not everybody will know, but because you are researching, you will know, right? And you will know whatever is of your interest. So you are not wasting your time, you are increasing your knowledge in any case, right? So having increased knowledge about 15 prominent organizations is not a small thing. It gives you lot of insights, lot of way to improve yourself, and another trick is, the job that is published, they actually figure out just 60% of it. 40% they put extra. Do you know that? So in any job interview, you should be qualifying for the first, the 60%. You will never know which 60%. But if you figure out that 60% and qualify, answer them that 60%, you are done. Nobody is 100% perfect. The other candidate goes, he also scores, say, 60%, but not the exact questions he will be answering as you. So these people get a variety of candidates who will know this and not know that. Other candidate will come, he will know that, he will not know this. So now you know. So 60% you are done. So that is stage 1, right? And then how would you know? Suppose you scored 60%, the other person scored 60%, another person also scored 60%. How will they figure out which one to choose? They will keep in mind that you know more about their organization than the other candidates. That is very, very vital, right? And then the resume that you have done, that also goes in your favor, how you have designed that resume. The third thing is the cover letter that you have written. Resume should come ideally into one page. Now if you put all your Ramayana Mahabharata into that resume, it will go into 15-20 pages if you have 5 years of experience. Have you realized that? But if you can bring all that experience into just one page, the entire experience, the Ramayana Mahabharata that you are putting into your CV, that is not meant to be in the CV. Your CV has to contain 5 of your strengths. You have 5 strengths that should be indicated somehow in your resume, and other things are to be set aside for your interview time. Whatever you have learned in that those working in those organizations, and all this while are for your learning. Those are your learning. That should not go into the CV, resume that you are preparing, right? And suppose you have strength 1, strength 2, strength 3, strength 4 and strength 5. And the job is about strength 4. Now how do you place your strengths accordingly? What you would do is put your strength 4 into strength 1 position. Make it the primary strength, and all other strengths you can make into secondary strengths. And your resume, the sequence of work will be the same, but the choice of words that you will use will make your resume relevant for them if you choose your experience accordingly. Strength 4 as strength 1 and all others into second, third and fourth position. So make that prominent. Now along with that you have to write a cover letter. That cover letter should not exceed 10 lines. In 10 lines you are going to say about your expertise on that particular field which has been asked for. How will you do that? For that you have to focus on your achievements. Again, you don't have to write Ramayana Mahabharata here also. Save all those Ramayana Mahabharata for interviews, right? In cover letter, what you will write now is your expertise, how you have achieved result, how you have saved cost, and how you have saved time. These are the 3 resources, right? If you have saved all these 3 and increased business, that is how you are resourceful. You will be known as a resourceful person. And what I teach resourceful influencing. If you are resourceful, then you can influence anything. You can influence decision of the interviewers, you can influence decision of your senior management, because that is what you are going to post. Now all these things require what? Skill of writing and a genuine heart also. You should be loving what you are doing, because if you don't love, your words will reflect those. You will never know, but the other person will know that there is a labor while you are writing something. If you are not feeling like smiling and still you are smiling, the other person will know, na? Don't you agree? Yes, the other person knows. So if you are not feeling like writing and if you are still writing, जबरदस्ती किसी चीज को आप एस्टेब्लिश कर रहे हो, is the same thing. So that is why I focus on whatever you love, just do that. And because you love whatever you are doing, that is why you have tracked all those companies across those parameters which you love. The other day I was reading something. This person was interviewed for IIM, Indian Institute of Management. You know, the very prestigious, very talented people go there. And this person didn't have a high score, but he loved Harry Potter, you know. So this person somehow brought Harry Potter into the topic. Why? How? Because Harry Potter had a 3.5 something address for his destination. If you have watched Harry Potter, you will know what all things happen in they are magical people, right? So clairvoyant kind of thing. So something magical happens in their world, and this person was like say very fascinated about that. And are you able to see? And he went there. Sorry, what is happening? And he started influencing people, right? And he got into IIM. Who is this? And career page only listed job is there. How to know about unlisted job on their website? Yeah. So, how do you know? Sorry about that. So, how do you know what is the unlisted job? That is a separate topic that we will be discussing in another day. So, first of all, whatever listed jobs are there, you can go through all those listed jobs and get prepared for that. We'll see how we can do about the unlisted job at some other time. Thank you for watching.